Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you English grammar, figures of speech. Okay, what are figures of speech? The function of poetry is to provide pleasure. With this end in view, the poet uses meter, rhythmical language, and figures of speech. Figures of speech, besides giving pleasure, make statements more effective, emphatic, and moving. Okay, यानी कविता का उद्देश्य है कि आनंद प्राप्त करना। इसी उद्देश्य को ध्यान में रखकर कवि अपनी कविता में छंद, लयपूर्ण भाषा और अलंकारों का प्रयोग करता है। आनंद प्रदान करने के साथ साथ अलंकार कथनों को अधिक प्रभावशाली, पूर्ण एवं गतिपूर्ण बना देते हैं। A figures of speech is a departure from the ordinary form of expression or the ordinary course of ideas in order to produce a greater effect. P.C. Rain. In other words, a figures of speech is a deviation from the ordinary use of words with a view to increasing their effect. Thus, words are not used in their ordinary sense but in a figurative or non-literal sense, and they affect the readers more profoundly than if they had been used in their literal sense. A figures of speech decorates the language of poetry and gives to it force and clarity. ओके, अलंकारों का प्रयोग साधारण अभिव्यक्ति से हटकर होता है। इससे कविता में अत्यधिक प्रभाव उत्पन्न हो जाता है। इनमें शब्दों का प्रयोग साधारण या शाब्दिक अर्थों में न होकर अलंकारिक सजावट अर्थों में होता है और इस प्रकार उनका श्रोता पर प्रभाव कई गुना बढ़ जाता है। फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच अलंकारों को निम्न प्रकार विभाजित किया गया है। समानता, रिसेम्बलेंस पर आधारित जैसे सिमिली, उपमा, मेटाफर, रूपक, पर्सोनिफिकेशन, मानवीकरण और अपोस्ट्रोफी, संबोधन। बी, विरोध, कॉन्ट्रास्ट पर आधारित जैसे एंथिसिस, व्यतिक्रम, एपिग्राम, सूक्ति और ऑक्सीमोरन, विरोध। सी, संगति, एसोसिएशन पर आधारित जैसे मेटोनोमी, वक्रोक्ति एंड सनेक्डिकी। डी, संरचना, कंस्ट्रक्शन पर आधारित जैसे क्लाइमैक्स, चरम सीमा और एंटी क्लाइमैक्स, प्रति चरम सीमा। ई, ध्वनि, साउंड पर आधारित जैसे ओनोमेटोपोइया, ओके, अनुकरण और एलाइटरेशन, अनुप्रास अलंकार। एफ, अर्थ, मीनिंग पर आधारित जैसे हिपरबोल, अतिशयोक्ति, पन, श्लेष, लिटोटेट, प्रतिश्लेष एंड ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट, विशेषण, विपर्यय। Some of the figures of speech commonly used by the poets are the following. Please turn over. Simile, upma. In a simile, there is a comparison between two dissimilar objects in respect of some common qualities. A comparison of two objects of the same kinds is not a simile. Simile takes place only when a comparison is made between two objects of different kinds which have, however, at least one point in common. Thus, when any particular action, state or quality of the thing to be described is said to resemble any action, state or quality of the thing to be described is said to resemble any action, state or quality of something else, the figures of speech is said to be a simile. The simile is usually introduced by such like, as or so Examples: similes are life is as life is as tedious as a twice told tale. Here life has compared to a twice told tale and both are as tedious. Okay. Second, oh my loves is like a red rose. Third, thy soul was like a star. Fourth, thou hadst a voice whose sound was like the sea. Fifth, words are like the leaves. Sixth, oh my loves, like the melody that is sweetly played in tune. Second is metaphor, Rupak Alankar. In metaphor, also there is a comparison between two objects in respect of some common quality, state or action, but the comparison is implied and not expressed as in the simile. It does not, like the simile, state that one thing is like another or acts as another, but takes that for granted and proceeds as if the two things were one. For example, in a simile, we say, he fought like a lion. Okay, her face is like a moon. Her face like a moon. But in a metaphor, we would say, he was a lion in the fight. Okay. Other examples of metaphor are life is a dream, the camel is the ship of the desert, revenge is a kind of wild justice, the news was a dagger to his heart. We must note that every simile can be compressed into a metaphor and every metaphor can be expanded into a simile. Okay. Third is personification. Manviyakaran Alankar. In the figures of speech, lifeless objects and abstract notions are spoken of as having life and intelligence. In other words, when human actions and human intelligence are ascribed to inanimate objects, the figures of speech is called personification. Okay. For example, the smiling, for example, the smiling moon. Smiling is human action, but here it has been ascribed to the moon, an inanimated object. Inanimate object. Other examples: laughter holding both her sides. Death lays his icy hands on kings. Pride goes forth on horseback. In these examples, laughter, death, and pride have been personified. Okay. Fourth, apostrophe, Sambodhan Alankar. An apostrophe is a figure of speech in which the dead, the absent of or lifeless objects or abstract qualities are addressed directly. Examples: O death, where is thy sting? O friend, I know not which way I must look for comfort. O liberty, what crimes have been committed in thy name? Milton, thou shouldst be living at this hour. Okay. Antithesis, Vyaktikram Alankar. In these figures of speech, a striking oppositions or contrast of words or sentiments is made in the same sentence. Examples: man proposes, God disposes. Many are called, but few are chosen. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. To error is human, to forgive divine. 6. Epigram. Sukti, Alankar. An epigram is a brief, pointed saying frequently introducing antithetical ideas which excite, surprise, and arrest attention. Okay. Yani examples: the child is father of the man. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. He makes no friend who never made a foe. The proper study of mankind is man. In the midst of life, we are in death. 7th, metonymy. Metonymy, Vakrokti Alankar. Metonymy literally means change of name or transfer of name. Thus, in metonymy, an object is described or designated by the name of something which is generally associated with it. For example, he obtained the crown. Here, crown is used for the monarchy of which it is a sign. Since associations between objects are of many kinds, so there are many varieties of metonymy. Let us sample a few of them. The sign may be used for the thing or person meant as you must address the chair. Okay, i.e., the chairman. From the cradle to the figure, from the cradle to the grave, the infancy to death. The cause for the effect as yet oft a sigh prevails and sorrows fall. To see the horde of human bliss so small. Third, the instrument may be used for the agent as the pen is mightier than the sword. Fourth, the container may be used for the thing contained as please turn over. Forthwith, he drank the fatal cup. Here, the cup is used for the poison contained in the cup. Okay. B. The kettle boils. It is not the kettle but the liquid in the kettle that boils. The whole city went out to see the victorious general. Here, city stands for the inhabitant living in the city. Okay. The author's name may be used. The author's works as okay. We are reading Milton. Here, Milton is used for the works written by the poet Milton. Sixth, the effect may be used for the cause as grey hairs should be respected. Here, grey hairs, the effect is used for the old person, the cause. B. The bride death knife quivered at the victim's throat. The death is the effect and knife is the cause. Eighth, Sanekdiki Angangi Alankar. In this figures of speech, a part is used for the whole or the whole is used to designate a part or the concentrate is used for the abstract or the material for the thing which is made of it, or the species is used for the genus or the vice versa, or an individual name for a whole class is used for examples. Give us our daily bread. All hands to the pumps. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. A fleet of 50 sail left the harbor. All the best brains could not solve the problem. He has many mouths to feed. She was a gift of 20 summers. All the wit and learning of the land assembled there. A Daniel came to judgment. Okay. Ninth climax. Charmotkars. The word climax is derived from the Greek word climax, okay, which means a ladder or reach heights. Thus, the figures of speech climax is arrangement of a series of ideas in the order of increasing importance. For examples, simple, erect, severe, austere, sublime. What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason! How infinity in faculties! In action, how like an angel! In apprehension, how like a god. Okay. 10th, anticlimax. Praticharmotkars. The opposite of climax is anticlimax. In it, there is sudden fall from higher to lower. It is mainly used for the purpose of satire or ridicule. For examples, hear thou, great Anna, whom three realms obey, dost sometimes counsel take. Okay, and sometimes tea. Okay, see the next page. Here is sudden fall from counsel taking to tea taking. To taking. And thou, Dalhousie, the great god of war, lieutenant and colonel to the Earl of Mar. What a great fall from god of war to lieutenant colonel. 11th, hyperbole, Atshayokti Alankar. In hyperbole, a statement is made emphatic by overstatement. It consists in the representation of objects, persons, or actions as much greater than they really are. Okay. For example, Ram came like lightning and went away like the wind. Here, the speed with which Ram came and went away has been much exaggerated. Other examples, all the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. O helmet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain. Why, man, if the river were dry, I am able to fill it with tears. I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up the sum. Blind I smiled, and all the world was gay. She wept oceans of tears. I have not seen her for the ages. 12th, pun, yani श्लेष अलंकार. This figures of speech consist in a play on the various meanings of a word with a view to cause humor, admiration, or surprise. For examples, is life worth living? It depends upon the liver. Is life worth living? It depends upon the liver. Here there is pun on the word liver, which means a person who lives as well as a part of the body. Other examples, the king is no subject. An ambassador is a man who lies abroad for the good of his country. Yes, the leopard changes its spots whenever it goes from one spot to another. A book is like a lord because it has a title. I saw a saw that could not saw. A teacher trains the mind. A guard minds the trains. Okay. Next, 13 लिटलेस यानी प्रतिश्लेष अलंकार. A litless is an opposite to hyperbole. In it, an affirmative is conveyed by negation of the opposite. Negation of the opposite, the effect being to suggest a strong expression by means of a weaker. For example, I am a citizen of no mean very celebrated city. The man is no fool, very clever. I am not a little, greatly surprised. Okay. 14th is transferred epithet. Okay. Visheshana Viparya. In this figures of speech, an epithet of qualifying adjective is sometimes transferred from a person to a thing or from one word to another to which it does not belong. For example, when we say when we say we spent a happy day, we do not mean that the day was happy, but we are happy. We used an adjective for day, which really referred to we. This is called a transferred epithet. Other examples: it is a sad word. We had a pleasant time at the river. He received a mortal word. The faithful minister was placed in the command shell. A weary waste expanding to the skies. The plowman homeward plowed his weary way. 15. 15 is alliteration यानी अनुप्रास अलंकार. It is a figure of speech in which the same letter is repeated at the beginning of two or more words in a line. For examples, how high his highness holds his haughty head. Okay, in this line the letter H has been repeated in the beginning of 8 words. Other examples: that shades the steep and sighs at every blast. A load of lumbering in his head told the vessel shock with a shivering shock. A stormy man struggling with the storms of fate. 16. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia अनुकरण अलंकार. Okay. It is a figure of speech in which the sound for some words or words resembles the sound of the thing signified. For examples, the murmurous haunt of flies on summer days. It cracked and growled and roared and hoed like noises in a sound. Then the tremendous sounds your ears as under with gun, drum, trumpet, blunder, bus and thunder. Okay. 17. ऑक्सीमोरन, ऑक्सीमोरन यानी विरोध अलंकार. When two contradictory qualities are used together, the figures is called oxymoron. For examples, thus idly busy rolls their worlds away. His honor rooted in dishonor stood, and faith unfaithful kept him falsely true. Life is bitter, sweet. Okay, is that clear? Thank you, students. That's it. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my class. All the best.